Hello and welcome folks to another round of Modern. Today we have Ponza versus Creativity Titan, maybe Flynn playing Ponza, and today we're just playing Titan.
19.
We have a guest with us this week.
That's me.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Michael Mamson joining in on commentary this week. Because, well, why not?
Yeah, it always helps to have another voice in the booth. The desk. So, you've played Titan adjacent decks forever. How does the Ponza matchup feel for you?
Not pretty bad.
Okay.
You've also played Titan, so you're not stuck by this answer. But turns out the Blood Moon, I can't think of the name of the Stone Rain effects they play anymore. Pillage.
Pillage, yeah.
Blood Moon Pillage back in the I wanted to play that kind of I will say, still not preferable.
Red green. I'm gonna use the green. Do it again. This time I'm gonna name
Creative,
green.
like,
So
the
one
creative
green,
deck
one
is so
red.
interesting. There's
I'll pass.
two Utopias on
Practice
card.
on your
I think if I remember right, either it's on one's on green, one's on red. Utopia's supposed to still
I'll
wild
get
cards.
What's wild is that it's $5.
Yeah, well, oh, dude, for a while it was a $10 common.
whatchamacallit, Triumph.
When Heliod was like the rage, it was a $10 common.
I'm on
You could turn two into a common.
I miss
Oh.
that deck.
I put
Honestly,
down
me
for
too.
his-
I miss
Oh, yeah,
like
so I'm at 19.
I'll get a Rouser Triumph. I'm being smart. I promise I can do math. I promise I can play.
it's kind of fun to play. It was also fun to mess with Dan about. Dan was like, insist the deck was bad. I mean, consistent.
No, the deck was really good. It was kind of awkward because it was like, it mainly existed while it sort of played didn't really exist. So, it was one of those things where it's like I played a lot of the deck, but playing online, like,
Shopping
first
in of Stomping Grounds.
and like not getting the joy of like actually like, doing it in real life. It's just not the same.
I'll play this Wood of Weapons.
There's a lot of interesting cards like in this deck. Like Striker Rich is a card that I don't think I've seen ever outside of like the Creativity deck. So it's just one red mana, like a treasure red.
Yep, it's also got flashbacks.
Okay.
Just one more way to play the blood.
Green, red, green,
That makes
red.
sense. And then
Pillage targeting
Creativity
Triumph.
can sacrifice artifacts too, right?
Yes.
Loading a green.
Notably, it's not sacrificing, it's destroyed.
Oh. Okay.
It's relevant because the sacrifice is no target, so since you are destroying, you are targeting the
That makes sense.
I'll get another one. Yep.
And then deck plays just a lot of like token generator. Like it plays Dwarven Markray and was it Hard Evidence the other one, the one that makes a crowd?
Yeah, hard evidence is probably just the only card, honestly. Like, I still see people play Spectre sometimes. Like, hard evidence is kind of just better, I feel like.
It investigates too, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess better is a strong word, but like, no 3 is like something.
That's Striker.
It's like Striker Rich. Ian hasn't done terribly much. I mean, it's just he took his scroll twice and he pillaged the land, so he's doing what he wants to do, but sure, he wants to do it faster.
I'll take out.
Is it like City and Charmel? You know?
Red.
I am not sure.
Cast Karn. I'm gonna take Karn down to 3.
Oh, I thought this was interesting. He plays the artifact on the sideboard to get it off the card.
Do that for turn.
I don't know if I've seen that. I know you can do it. I don't know
Practice
if
on
I've
your
ever seen someone do it.
I've seen it before, and it's been a while now. The Amulet players actually use it sometimes. Notably now you can try to perform instead, which I think is an upgrade to getting Dark Seal Citadel.
That's right. Just because it does like a little bit more,
Yeah.
right?
Like, in this deck it probably doesn't matter as much, but like, just when you're trying to 7 certain amounts of mana, like, it's a nice upgrade.
It's very interesting. Like the smart commands, the fairy time rabbit, like it all makes sense to be in the deck.
Have to do that. Unfortunately, I'll deal 2 damage here, and I'll draw 2 cards to discard 2.
I'm not super high on the Prismari command. deck, but
Oh, discard. Okay.
Yeah,
it
discard.
does do
Okay.
a lot of good things. Like,
I'll play this.
The card is pretty strong, but like, I don't know. It feels like it's really strong in certain meta games, and like at a local sort of level, I feel like it's not as applicable. So you're not hitting stuff on camera as much.
Plus on your
That makes sense.
treasure.
I do like the idea that it makes a treasure for you though, because it does get you a step closer to your like.
Green, red,
Off the
colorless.
creativity.
Cast a Gargara.
Wow. Put a Gargara.
Um,
Yeah, I love this card. I played against Ian at what the hell was it? The only Ian's 1K forever ago, and he played Ponza against me. And he played Elder Gargara, and I read it for like the first time ever. And I was like, this card's cool. He was like, it's okay. And then I've just watched him like slowly include more copies in the deck. It's just sweet, man.
I feel like Elder Gargara is one of those cards where you see it the first time and you don't necessarily read it properly, and you're like, okay, it does the thing. And then they like attack and they do it again. You're like, oh, it does that too?
It does all types of stuff.
Oh, you blocked it and it did things?
yeah.
So now for a second, at the board. I like how it's like reveal cards from the top of your deck until you hit it.
Yeah.
Like Cascade.
I got 2 lands. Oh, I catch
It's one of my favorite parts of the deck because whenever you're playing it, what happens a lot is people are like, oh, am I getting...
Falcon for the hell of
I
it.
guess you're going to get an Emerald or like a Sarah's Emissary, and they spend a lot of time trying to make it, especially when you're tight, you're like, oh, so I'm fine, and then a lot of times, like...
They're just dead.
Yeah, a lot of times you get multiple Titans, and they're like, oh, that's fine, and you get Falcon, you're like, so I take 3? You take, like, 18? You're like, oh, so I'm still dead.
Correct. You would not.
Yeah.
I'll play this Sword of Foothills. I'll crack it.
The Falcon will be online now. It was so funny watching this because I'm so used to like Dryad being on the board, and I was watching. I was like,
My
"What is
6,
this
3,
damage?"
play
I was like, "Oh, it's right."
So right now it comes down to 3 which is like, obviously the correct choice here. Next turn it should be able to take it without Gargara. I think Sarah's actually in a pretty good spot here.
You can probably kill the Gargoyle as a pre-combat and attack the Titan. Kill him. She has no blockers. What's the power toughness on
Red, green, red, colorless.
I think it's a...
3, I'll do 1 and 3.
No, that can't be right. That's right. Is it just a 6?
Fury and do 4. I'm gonna go to combat.
Elder Gargara.
Swing 6. Discard after you're my draw card.
It's a 6/6.
7?
6/6. Vigilance, reach, trample, attacks or blocks. Has 3 different options.
He's hard casting a Titan.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is why I like the Titan builds over the Emerald builds. Like, those cards just, like, end up in your hand a lot of times. You can't do anything with them, but, like, in this version, it's not hard to
Actually cast it.
yeah. And once the first one comes down, like, it just means that the next few are all so live. Like, a lot of times, I see, like, an Emerald come down and you can see Solitude. It's like, yeah, you're up 15 life, but, like, you have nothing going down. But with your first Titan, they're still just in a terrible spot.
Yeah. Mountains of the deck plan average.
11. That sounds right.
Swing.
At a land in hand,
It's like the awkward part. Because the Sphere will put her to 1 if she gains it. But like, if she does, she's potentially
Attack for your 3.
uh,
What'll be 6 if it hits?
yeah, I'll block it.
has Barbara off and
Green, red.
Can't tell what the third card is though.
I guess we'll no value.
Depending on what Sarah's hand is, I think I would have just taken the attack. Like,
Yeah, well, no value. This.
I don't know, not every Ponza player is
So
even
this
lightning
crack.
bolt. I mean, if you know Ian at all, he likes playing aggressive, so like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him have bolt, but like, not everyone's won it, and like, if you untap with your Titan, you just like win the game, and like, I think she's hellbent right now. That's like not where you want to be. Oh,
I know
she was not hellbent.
she has a grip of cards.
Never mind.
I'll crack it. I'll get the
I
storm
think
tonight.
she also has live
I'll
values too.
This fetch is actually
kill
like
your fury, I'll kill your armor.
kills the board.
Yeah.
And gives her a 1/1.
Potentially more.
White, blue, red. I'll plus this to 5. If I can find it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
I'll play the Sacred Foundry tapped. I'll deal 6 damage to you.
12.
Put 11 into play, do 6 damage too.
I'll plus this to 6.
I wonder why she's just not drawing in the fair.
So, depending on what her hand looks like, I think it's reasonable to just take up. So, like, if he does resolve something like another Garderoth, for instance,
Oh, pillage of
bounce it
Allocated.
back in. Like, obviously that's not great. You're still gonna, like,
Play this
they're
turn.
still, you
Pass.
know, gonna have a Garderoth, but
Yeah.
it's stopping it from attacking. You know, when it gets in, it just does so much.
Play this Arid Mesa. I'll crack it. Get the last storm in line. I'll deal 3 damage to your face.
Just slowly chip it away with Valakut.
Hit you for 1.
There's the bolt too. So we do have Ian's planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's a dude over there.
Good.
So which version of do you think this version or Amulet Titan proper is better in the format right now?
I go back and forth all the time. You know, they have similar matchup spreads, but they are different. Amulet is just the more powerful deck, so I like playing that when I can, but I just feel like this version is better against hate. So I think when Amulet becomes too good, this version gets better, as weird as that sounds, just because it's slightly harder to hate out.
Yeah.
It's just like a little bit more consistent, but a little bit less powerful. But yeah, I mean, I think Amulet is pretty good right now and not getting hated out, so I would be an Amulet personally, but I don't think you're going too wrong either way.
How many runs does the deck play? Is it play a full 4?
Plays a full 4, yeah.
It's 2 and I have full.
Yeah, we're.
Oh, I do have the north. You're right.
So that's Ian dead to Valakut damage. Sarah's gonna take game 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I drew
Ren
all
is
4 of my
so much
cards,
money.
Oh, wow.
which is why I discarded 2 of them.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
we
it's
know
like the
it's-
best card in the format, probably, so.
Yeah, we also just know it's getting reprinted. That's my issue.
Do we, though?
It was
Do
like
we?
pseudo confirmed for Double Masters too.
Yeah, they also confirmed that they were making changes to the Legacy ban list like 2 months ago.
Yeah, right,
so.
fair. We'll have it update the legacy in a year. Oh god. Let's want to play something new.
I don't know, I think that format's sweet right now. But I do want to see people, like, actually want to play it.
Yeah. I just haven't found something like I want to play. I built the Bantlands deck that you were playing the one week. That was fun.
I'll pass.
Shatter Skull Smashing coming in tap. Interest. I guess the front side of the card's not that bad either for Ian.
It's pretty good, honestly. Like, you can always pay the 3 life. Like, it's not like you are dealing a lot of damage to yourself with fetches and shots in this deck.
Mhm.
So, paying 3 there, like, it's not really any different. It gives you a lot of flexibility. I'm kind of surprised to see Ian keep a hand where he doesn't do anything for the first 2 turns. It makes me think that he has to be, like, flush with pillage effects or blood moons.
Yeah, he probably has. I feel like he would. I don't know if pillage, like raw pillage on 3 is better than
Okay.
mulling again. He might have blood moon. I think is what I just saw.
I think I see a pillage in hand.
Doing.
Ah, there it is.
Oh boy, yeah, it's not good.
And I'll pass.
Ciceres has a lot of mountains now. And I don't think anything that she can do with them.
What is mountain? Plus round 6 to 5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not familiar with necessarily Sarah 75, but this is why we pack four Force of Vigors.
Makes sense.
I think Ian's in the tank on if he should actually cast this pillage or keep it for if Sarah like puts a force into play. I think he should have probably just used it because like there's a red and 6, so you know it's coming back.
Yeah.
Good.
He also might want to consider pointing this bolt at the red and 6 at some point because if red and 6 ultimates, Sarah can just win by like chucking lightning bolts at his face for the rest of the game.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
retrace
I
is
can't play them.
a very good ability to put on a lightning
7.
bolt.
They go.
He also, I think he has a Fury in hand too. So bolt it down to 4. I can't tell if that's Fury or Obsidian Charmal. I'm pretty sure that's Fury.
Obsidian Charmal is messed up.
Oh, that card's insane.
Play this mountain.
Chaz played it against me at the shop championship in Wilmington, and I was like, that's rude.
This is gonna be a really boring game.
I'll give you a 4 to this.
Really
I'll pass.
Potential 2 mana. I think it's like a 3/3 flyer, explosive land when it comes in.
Yeah, I just don't understand why it flies.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't look like it flies.
A plus. Good.
Coming you for 6.
There's another bolt.
I'll pass.
Mine's 12.
Yeah. I think.
This is like random.
No, I fetched.
Random things from MHG.
So 17 minus 6.
Don't make sense. Why does Charmal fly?
Because I,
Fury having having
Yeah, I
no
did 17 on my pass.
Well, it's 5 mana, so like, it makes sense a little bit. But
I'll
you know,
play this. Striker Edge. I'll get a
Striker
treasure.
Rich.
I don't know. I'd much rather just be like a 4/4 with first strike or something.
Yeah.
Like the double strike, I think is pretty unnecessary because it just kind of beats most things in combat. Or like at least we'll trade with everything.
Yeah.
Blue, white.
It being a 3/3 is also just like it was a 2/2 double strike maybe.
I'll
But
bounce your
I don't know.
fucking blood moon. Sorry.
playing Time Raveler.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this play.
I'll draw a card. I'll play this Dwarven Mine. I'll get a guy
also-
because God knows I have all the mountains.
Did she Valak something here? She definitely has enough mountains now that the blood moon's gone.
Or plus red and 6.
Did she just miss the trigger maybe?
Good.
Well, actually, most of her lands, I don't know that she has enough. She's got.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think she only has 5 mountains of play because she's got some
Did you plus
fetches.
it up or not?
No, I didn't.
That's not good. Okay. Yeah, sorry.
That's on
1,
your
2,
turn.
3, 4. Ah, that is a Mesa, isn't it? And then
I thought you did on your
yeah,
turn.
it's Mesa. What if it was?
Yeah, I just but like bouncing the blood moon, I kind of get, but like I don't know, I just don't feel like she got enough advantage before it's able to come back down.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have done that thing. Like she could have just made the treasures and then waited.
Yeah, that's what I would have done. I would have made the treasures, waited a turn, and then you can bounce it and cast like a creativity if you have it, or you can resolve a Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing this guy you.
So Ian hasn't really done much, so just giving him the blood moon back isn't the greatest. So is the only creature in the 75 Titan?
Yeah, it has to be.
Okay. I figured, but I wasn't sure if you boarded anything else.
Yeah, no, some people have talked to me about like boarding other things in. have thought about playing an Emrakul on my sideboard, actually, because, you know, in the matchups where they can't answer it, it's still great, and it's really good against mill. It's like one of those things where, like, you just want it so that they can't mill you out, but it's then another target, so, like, if they surgical your Prime Titans, you're still doing something.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. A lot of mana, nothing to really do with it.
Transfuse at you.
Begin. You've got to be
I was like
kidding
Magic,
me.
and I've noticed it
Oh
like
my
a
God.
lot, where people will pass back to the person knowing the other person has lethal on board, and they just won't scoop to save time.
So, I mean, I'm one of those people a lot of times. It's the redo train of thought, like, make them kill you. Sometimes, if you just sit there and look confident enough, the opponent will just mess up. Like, they don't, like, they assume that you have something, otherwise why would you keep playing, so.
That's fair.
Sometimes they play around stuff, they get too deep in their head. Sometimes they play additional cards pre-combat that they don't need playing to give you additional information. It's just always worth it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, it's different if there's like 30 seconds left on the clock, but these players have half the round left.
Yeah. I think just, yeah, my mentality just coming from other card games is just conserve time if needed. But that makes sense, actually.
I'll play this island.
Ooh, there's an island. I want to see the hard evidence.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people are on the island in the basic planes, which also help a lot against the Blood Moon.
Mm-hmm. Is there a basic forest on the deck?
Nah, that card doesn't do anything. So like the thing, the thing that's nice about like island and planes is they let you get out of Blood Moon.
Okay.
Forest does not.
Yeah.
Just like island and planes lets you cast Prismatic Ending, it lets you cast a fairy,
Then I'll be back to you.
it lets you cast Aether Gust.
My turn.
Yeah.
Ian tried to use Dice's tokens on the stream, and I don't know if you were in the stream still at one of the points, but one of the people was like, people who use Dice on stream or Dice's tokens are the
So there's the
worst
ETB
people.
ability, and then it has an ability.
Like, it might be aggressive, but I kind of agree with it.
Yeah, it can be really hard to follow. I know some people even get confused with mine. I use Pokemon for them.
Mm-hmm.
So like I use like Charmander as my dwarves. I use Krabbies as my crabs. And I even have people look at that sometimes and go, I didn't realize that was a creature. So like I Dice are just even worse than that.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a blue stack. I was just like, am I not allowed to use it?
It was so dumb. I
Like, I'm not?
wasn't paying attention. I looked up,
Okay.
and then she pulled out the clue token. I was like, is that a fucking blue clue token? She was like, yes. Is this okay? And I was like, yeah. I got excited. That's what I use for my clue tokens.
I've got an Inspector Gadget.
I have the one, you know, the like piece of paper that you gave me that says clue on it. So she painted on the back side of it a Blue's Clues thing because I forgot that clues were artifact tokens. I hate that. Tagging in for 4. Seasoned Pyromancer is a card that I actually really, really like, and I think if Lurrus gets banned from the format, Pyro see an uptick in play. I think the only reason the card's not played as much as it probably should be is because it's a 3 cost.
Yeah, I mean the card's really good. Definitely agree. Do you remember when like the Rakdos Pyromancer deck was on the rage?
When was that?
A couple years ago.
I don't think I was playing.
That's fair. I hated that deck. There was a lot of Blood Moon.
Yeah, I'm a fairly new Magic player. I really only got back into it when Ikoria came out during the pandemic. I started in Dominaria. That was my first set, but I took a break.
God, you're such a baby.
Yeah, I'm a child. I'm young.
So things look like they're going much better for Sarah this game than last
Yeah,
game.
everything is starting to come together.
We already have our Titan in play. Somewhat interesting to note that like she did not get a plane, so I don't know if she doesn't have the planes or she's just going on the plan like hopefully he doesn't draw Blood Moon.
Maybe she has an answer in her hand already.
Oh, it looks like she has a Striker Rich in hand already, so like yeah.
She can get there if she needed to.
I'm 100% on board with what she did.
19. Yeah.
We're 2 mountains off from Valakut being live because the island. Okay.
Yeah, which is just 1 attack, so.
Yeah.
I think I see a fetch in hand. So things are looking pretty good. She can, like, kill Ian's board next turn, not that she's particularly worried about it. Honestly, sometimes you'd prefer to leave Season Pyromancer in play.
Block here, block here.
Big one.
For a second, I thought she was going to block the Season Pyro with Prime Titan, and I was like, that is a mistake, because if Ian has a Fury in hand, that's just, like, so devastating.
Just finish this off.
Speaking of Fury.
Yeah, so, well played by Sarah there, not falling for that. Is that a second creativity?
I think so.
Play mountain. Bolt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can't.
So she could always attack, go get a Dwarven Mine
Well, the Dwarven Mine has to enter play untapped.
to create the guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
but she doesn't just have the Striker Rich, so...
Oh yeah, you can sack the artifacts. Or destroy the artifacts.
I mean, she doesn't even, like, need to do that. She is already winning, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, she can just target that. And actually, if she waits till post-combat, she can target her Prime Titan that she has in play and the artifact, and that should be lethal.
And a Valakut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triggers.
Oh, yeah. Ian is super dead. This is 6 damage off of Valakut's, 6 damage from Titan, so he'll go to 7.
Right? Or no?
No.
Wasn't it at 13 or no? Or was
No,
it?
yours
Yeah,
is
so.
19.
so,
The creativity
So
has to be
it's-
lethal.
so
I have a 19 to 13.
Yeah, I have you.
I mean, this is where I would just put the creativity on the table.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so actually,
I stop shuffling now.
I will say Ian's also one of those people who will absolutely
I was doing
not
these
concede
triggers
until
first,
it's
then the
time.
Titan damage.
Um,
Then the Titan
and it's so funny because, like, so for those who don't know, Ian's one of my best friends, and you know we play a lot. And there's a lot of times where like he won't concede against me, and it's like, Ian, you're dead, and he's like, well, you could mess up. It's like, Ian, we've done this before. You know I'm not gonna mess up here. And he's, well, it's just like,
Show me the mountain.
Yeah, I think Ian was just
Show me
like,
Titan.
show me the Titan and the 2 mountains. She was like, I have them. He's like, show me the Titan and the 2 mountains. She was like, alright, we'll find it.
One, two.
Cool. Alright, so Sarah, she's going to take it 2-1 against Ian on Ponza. Thanks for watching, folks. And if you want to watch content live, we stream every Monday on Twitch at AlternateUniversesLive. We also do stream Legacy on Fridays. I'll have to fix that in a second. And make sure to follow, is it the Dark Depths podcast?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Wasn't sure if there was another thing on there. An Expedition Map on Twitter. So watch, folks. Have a great day.